Hey everyone. So I kind of wanted to pop on and start this vlog that I've been wanting to create for a while. Yeah, yeah. So for this year, I kind of wanted to start vlogging or doing some. They're not exactly daily vlogs because I'm not going to vlog daily. I'm thinking maybe a weekly vlog, but it is already January 5th and I have not turn on the camera to do any of that. And so here I am. It's in the morning. It's actually really bright on camera, even though it's so gray and dreary outside this morning. And I really just didn't want to come on and start this vlog only because I was kind of I'm blah and tired and I'm like, oh, I have to go to work soon and all the things, all the things. But I kind of was just like, you know what? Let me get my camera, let me hook up the microphone, and let me just do the thing. And so, yeah, this is just something that's been on my heart for the last couple of months, just to do more of these sort of informal videos. And so, this is my first one. And this one's probably going to be all over the place only because it is Thursday. So, it's not really a full weekly vlog. My hope is to do weekly vlogs, or at least get them up weekly. We'll see how that goes. Sometimes they're gonna be informal, like this, like me holding my camera and walking around and all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking also proper sit down, sort of like my crafty chats where I would just kind of properly sit down in front of the camera and just talk about a topic. I'm thinking it's going to be like that. It's going to be a mixture of the two. And yeah, I still have to share what my one little word is for this year. I actually, if we can just go to my desk for a second, I yeah, I have my stuff here. So this is the planner that I do Susanna Conway's workbook in, if we can see. And I am still working through it. I'm still trying to figure out my words, pretty much, is what I've been trying to do for the last couple of days. And it's weird because normally I will have words. I normally have my word like before the new year. I'm usually on top of that and I have my word and all the things. But this year I just don't have any of that. My last full week of 2022 was spent learning how to drive. It was an intense week of just driving every day, and so my whole mindset, my whole everything was just that, driving. And I took my road test the 30th and I passed, and so that's great. I don't have to I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to think about that anymore. So yeah, I really didn't have time to kind of get into the journals and do those things. So I'm still working through my Susanna Conway workbook. It is the Unravel Your Year workbook, and then she bundled it with the Find Your Word workbook, which is what I do every single year. I do those two to help me find my word and sort of kind of flesh out how I I don't know if organize is the right word, but organize my word. Usually I pick words that sort of support my intentions, and I don't even know what my intentions for this year are. I'm kind of all over the place. I am trying to do that while doing, I signed up for Gabby Bernstein's Manifesting Challenge, which happens the first, I think, 3 weeks of January. And so I've been trying to keep up with those daily kind of lessons. And then I have another one that I'm in. It's more of an astrology immersion thing. I've gotten really into the phases of the moon and things like that, and how to use that for personal growth and stuff like that. And so I'm doing one with Deborah Silverman, and yeah, the Deborah Silverman one is free, so I will, depending when this video goes up, link it in the description. It's through till like February. I think it's the whole month. And the Gabby Bernstein one is not free, but I think she closed registration already, I think. But yeah, so I'm like doing those things. I did manage, like, maybe, I think it was the first of this month to make my unraveling journal. And so actually, I'm just gonna show you. I haven't actually taken pictures of it yet or anything. Let me close it properly so we can see it. And this is so tricky, kind of like positioning the camera in a way that you can see my face while I'm talking. But this is my unraveling journal. I'm gonna do my one little word stuff in here, but I'm gonna go back to like my classic unraveling stuff that I used to do. So it's really cute. I made it in my snippet journal style, and I will definitely show a better view of this along with like all the journals I'll be using. I'm just waiting on my planner to come in before I show that video. But yeah, so I still have to pick my words. I am thinking that my main word is going to be heart. That is what has been in my heart for a long while, and I think it is going to be my word. It's just I kind of want to sit down, kind of assess what my intentions are, and then do the things that I normally do with that. But yeah, I think heart is going to be my word, and I really do want to take some time out and explain, like have a proper sit down and just explain why heart is my word for the year, and like some of my supporting words. I think like I highlighted some words the other day, and I think supporting words for heart are going to be heal and joy. And I have a couple other ones there. Like I'm toying between create and art. It might be create. I always use create for like a supporting, but it might be art. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then I have three other words that mean similar things. So it's explore, adventure, and journey. And so I just have to pick one to kind of encompass that supporting word. But yeah, I still have a lot of work to do with that. And it's just been, I'm trying to do that, and then also back to work full time. So it's the thing. Like I have here my my big chunky 5-year journal. I have to write yesterday's 5-year journal thing there because I didn't do it last night. So yeah, I'm hoping these vlogs will be very informal and just sit down, me chat, seeing what I do during my day, and just like little odds and ends that aren't like proper videos. I guess studio vlogs, even though I'm not calling this a studio vlog, this is legit gonna be like real life sort of behind the scenes sort of me talking a lot to you vlogs. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I need to catch you up on, and just where I've been, because I know I've been notably absent from YouTube. I've been sort of sporadic on Instagram. This past year definitely didn't upload much content-wise. I've just been kind of all over the place, and there's a very good reason why for that. I'm feeling a little bit better at the start of the year, which is a great sign, but I do kind of want to share a bit more of my story in that way, and just other little things. And yeah, yeah, just want to share a bit more. I have some new things in the works. I have a brand new website, which is linked in the description box. Ariel Lovely will still be live. So my ariellovely.com website, you can read the blog. It's more like an archive now. I'll be posting everything to tiffanyjulia.com now, but it's more like an archive. My shop, my online digital shop, is going to be at ariellovely.com. That is not going anywhere. That is new stuff will go in to the shop there. It's just I'm not moving the shop over to my new website just because it's a process. And I do want to keep Ariel Lovely as sort of like an archive. So the shop will be there. I have, though, moved over e-courses. So if you have e-courses that you signed up for on Ariel Lovely, you can still access them on Ariel Lovely, or you can also access them on Tiffany Julia. I've moved everybody's accounts who art register for a course over to that website. So my newer courses will be posted on Tiffany Julia. And so that's the little change, a little website change there. I also did set up a Discord server. I'm always, I struggle with kind of maintaining a community online. It's just a big thing that I just never could do. I suck at Facebook. I just kind of suck at the community aspect of things. I'm pretty good one-on-one with people that I meet online, but like in terms of a group community, I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at cultivating it. And like one of my intentions for such a long time is to cultivate a group, a place where we can just chat about all the things, journaling, memory keeping, photography, personal growth, all this stuff, unraveling everything. And so I'm always on Discord now. So I started a Discord server, and the link is in the description. The link, you can also find it in my link in bio on Instagram and stuff like that, but it's there. If you want to join and chat, there's only 2 people in my server right now, which is because it's brand new and like I'm still in the process of setting it up and stuff like that. But if that is something that you want to do and you want to chat with me in that way, it is there. No pressure. I'm just like, you know what? Let's make it. Let's see how it goes, because I will never create a Facebook group. I hate Facebook. I'm barely on the groups that I am in, and it doesn't work for me. I'm never on Facebook. So I thought Discord would be a good thing that's free. Got cut off there, but basically it just gives us a fun place to chat. And so if that is something that you are interested in, definitely come join me and Lydia of February and June, because we're the only 2 that are in the group right now. And yeah, come chat with us. I'm still setting it up, so like bear with me, but you can chat in the general chat or any of the interest channels. They're all ready to go. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to pop on and give that little update. There might be more to this vlog. It's just right now I have to get ready and sit in front of a computer all day and do website things. So yeah, it's really nice to see my face on this little screen here. Hopefully that you'll enjoy seeing that from me. But yeah, I have a very good feeling about this year. It's very hard to describe, but I do want to chat a little bit more about my unraveling process and like what goes on in the beginning of the year and like my word. And I'm doing one little word with Ali Edwards again this year, and I'm changing up how I journal and all the fun stuff. A look at what I'm using for this year, journal wise, will be coming. I'm just waiting on my planner so that I can just do all of it in one. And I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna keep like sort of like a memory keeping kind of journal, or if I'm gonna use my Japanese diary for that, which I haven't set up yet. And so I have no idea. Like I'm literally starting the year off in uncertainty, and it's okay. It is okay. It is completely fine. So I am going to do my entry in my 5-year journal, and then yeah, I may talk to you later. On everything that is selfless and positive, and that is the answer to your question that started here. What should people do? They should be very, very focused on trying to do the following. Lean in dramatically more to things that are positive. Your grandfather, podcasts, upworthy.com. Lean into positivity. Then they should be on the awareness, eyes wide open, on is this delusion? Morning, friends. It is Friday, and I just kind of wanted to pop on before work and show you my planner because it came in yesterday. And so I have it here on my desk, and I guess I'll just show you very quickly. I'm planning to set it up and then do my whole journals planner that I'm using in 2023 video. So you'll get a better look at it there, but I just kind of wanted to show you since I have it now and it's so pretty and it's really cute. So I'm just gonna flip you over to my desk and just show you very quickly. So this is it. It's so, so, so pretty. So I don't even know what to call this planner. The website is Fleurir Lab, and I think the planner is called like Narrow Planner or Narrow Diary or something. I found out about this planner from, I believe it's Sterling Ink on YouTube. I think that's her handle. I will have to check and see. But she used the A6 for 2022, and it's a little different than this one. But I was looking for a planner. Normally, I do my planning in a pocket Filofax, and I print my own inserts and everything, and I just kind of didn't want to do that again this year. I kind of wanted to have something that was already like printed, and I have this Hobonichi cover. I think this is the Blossoms cover from, I'm not sure if it was last year or from 2021, but I bought it from a Hobonichi buy sell trade group on Facebook, and I absolutely love it and I want to use it, but I need an A6 kind of planner. I have here, this is one of the undated Muji planners. I don't like it because the months are all here and then you have the week on one page and then this blank thing. What I prefer is having the months and then having either the weekly or the daily pages afterwards. This is why a Hobonichi never really worked for me, because the daily pages were just kind of like back to back to back to back, and I prefer something that is broken up by the monthly. So when I found this planner, I was like, this is kind of perfect. And so, yeah, let me just show you. It comes in A6 and B6, and I was debating getting the B6 as well, but realistically, I only need one planner, and I didn't know what to use the B6 for. I'm kind of like really upset with myself that I didn't get the B6 because this is so pretty, even though I really don't know what I would have used it for, but definitely maybe for next year, I might get me the B6. But this is the box it comes in. It is so pretty. The aesthetic, I mean, this is like the thank you note and like my little packaging slip. Like, just the aesthetic. It's just so, oh my goodness. This planner is from Taiwan, and I'll leave the links. I'm not sure if the planners are available anymore. I know it was like a pre-order and I just got mine, and I got mine on January 5th, which was yesterday as I'm filming this. And yeah, so I didn't get it for like the start of the year or anything, but yeah, it was like a pre-order and then it was like a late pre-order and it's a whole thing, but it's so pretty. The box has like a little sentiment in it. It comes with this card. It says, "Every trace is a cause of destiny." And it's just like this little, I'm assuming this is the number of the planner. I will say, since it's from Taiwan, everything is in Chinese. And so I think this is like the little how to use the planner booklet, but it's like, it's in, it's in, it's in Chinese. But that's really cute that they give you that. And then this is the planner. So like the planner is in Chinese, but it's also in English. Like at least the like the dates and all of that sort of deal. Let me see if I can. It's very hard doing this one-handed. But yeah, this is a cute little box it came in, and this is the planner. So this is a day per page. So it has the monthly and then it has the dailies, and it's a day per page, and it's A6, and it has this open binding, this Coptic binding. I'm not a fan of the red stitching, but it's going to be in a cover anyway. And the cover is so stinking cute. It is so pretty. It says, "Eternal Pursuit, a Timeless Innocence," and it's like exactly like this cover. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's almost similar to the cover art. It's really pretty. And the back, I think this is the type of the name of the planner. Yeah. And yeah, it's an A6 and it's a daily. And the good thing about like having the Coptic stitch is that it does lay flat. So it's like a table of contents and everything is very lightly. And so this is cream Tomo River paper. I don't know what the GSM is. It's on the website. I can have a look, but it is cream Tomo Rivers, which I'm so happy about because I can finally use my fountain pens in my planner. And so this is like a table of contents if you want to do like a Bujo style thing. And then I don't know what this is, like a preface, but it has category, then past, present, future, life list. I know there's more info on the website about what these individual pages are about. Then this is a calendar. I don't know how well this is picking up on camera because the text is a light, like a light gray. I prefer it, especially like the grid here. So this is like the yearly calendar. So it has the months up here, and then these are all the days. And then this looks like a tracker. Like, what are these called? Gantt charts, where you can just put something here and then you can track it for all of January, all of February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, which I love. I'm probably going to use that for tracking. And then it goes into January. This planner also comes with a writing board, which is amazing that it actually comes with one. This one says today at the top, and it's this beautiful kind of like wintry foliage artwork, and it says the moment, and then there's a quote that says maybe there is no such thing as time. There are only moments, each with its own story. That is so pretty. It's by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the back is the yearly. Love that it comes with a writing board. That is amazing. You know, when you buy the Hobonichi, you have to get all the writing boards separately. I mean, I do have here, I did buy the Aristocats Marie one because I had to. From the Hobonichi. So yeah, so it has all those kind of planning pages and then it goes into the monthly. And so I don't know what this says here, but this is January. And I love it that the pages are actually dated. It's beautiful. I love that. And then it goes into the monthly, which is very light here. The boxes are a little smaller than I would have liked. I would have liked them to fill up more of the space, but it's fine. I mostly do all of my planning on a monthly, so we'll see how this goes. But it's a monthly, and then it goes straight into the daily pages, which I absolutely love. So, like, if we go to February, it's the same. It's like the February cover here, and then the monthly, and then the daily pages, and it continues on like that. And I think that's fantastic. I love that. That's how I plan in my little file faxes, is that I have it so that it's the monthly and then I have grid pages normally between each month and then the divider and then the monthly and then grid pages and then the divider, etc., etc. And so having kind of like a Hobonichi style diary, like planner that does it like that is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And what I really liked about this, besides the aesthetic, and I didn't realize this had foiling on the cover. It's so pretty. She also gave us a digital version of the planner. So I have a digital version that I can use on like GoodNotes or some sort of like program like that. Too, which I think is great. But what really drew me to this one in particular was the top here. Again, it's written in Chinese, but you have the month, the day, and it says Sunday here, and I don't know what that says. But then over here in the corner, it gives you the moon phase and like the time it goes into that moon phase and the time that it enters the zodiac sign, which I think is fantastic. And so if we go to today's, which is Friday the 6th, so you have here January 6th, Friday, I don't know what that says, and it's a full moon and it's in Cancer, and I absolutely love that. I've been getting into kind of like astrology, but how it affects, how the placement of the planets and the moon and the sun in the different signs affect you and your birth chart more in sort of like a personal growth sort of way, not so much in sort of like a predict the future horoscopy kind of way, but more of how the placement of the planets and the moon and the sun affects your particular birth chart. And I absolutely love that this planner can tell me where the moon is, you know, because I've been doing this like whole manifestation thing. I'm trying it out this year, and it's best to manifest with the cycle of the moon. And so I just absolutely love that, and that's what like sold me really. Because I don't do dailies, and this is dailies are set up exactly like the Hobonichi. I just love that there's no awful quote on the bottom of it because it takes up so much space. It's just blank. It's beautiful. It's so just kind of really neat. I just noticed that the weekends are kind of like a gray. They're kind of grayed out. Or is it? No. Oh, okay. This probably is when, I'm assuming this is when the new year starts because all of it's grayed out. But yeah, that could be it. That could be it. So it's the holidays. And so the holidays go the you know, the Chinese holidays, which is fine. I don't really mind. The weekends are grayed out on the monthlies, but yeah, so it continues on with that, and then I think at the back is just grid paper. Yeah, it's just grid paper on the back. There's like a little quote here, and then it says to be continued, and then some grid pages in the back. And so yeah, I'm gonna set this up. I don't really do daily like planning or anything. So I think what I'm going to use the dailies for is maybe jotting down like gratitude, like 3 things I'm grateful for that day, any dates or any appointments or whatever that I need to remember, even though that's going to go into my monthly, but you know, and then maybe like just journaling how I'm feeling. So that way I have, since this, I'm going to carry this all the time with me. I have that with me in case I forget to do that in my 5-year journal. I can actually come back here and have it, or I'll just use it how I normally, just like grid papers. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I do like how this is set up. I actually I have a lot of creases on these pages because when I was showing my mom, I accidentally bent them all. But yeah, I do need a spot to do like my I track my expenses and stuff. So maybe I'll use the grid pages in the back to do that, and I'll just be like a running expense list. But yeah, I'm so excited to set this up. It's so pretty. I don't think it's gonna fit in my Hobonichi cover. I mean, it probably will because these covers are made to expand with the Hobonichi, but look how thick that is. I don't actually have a proper Hobonichi to show. I think the Hobonichi is much thinner. Is it? I feel like it is much thinner than this. Because my Hobonichi that I have, I tear pages out of it, so to use the Tomo River paper and other projects. So it's not like the full width, but I mean, this is a Muji notebook, and I think the Hobonichi is like double that. I think, I don't remember, but it is much thicker. I think it's very much so thicker. So I'm thinking maybe getting a 5-year cover. I don't know, we'll see. For now, it's probably going to live in here, but it only one side of the cover will fit in. Oh, there's an about the author page, so like you could put your info. I didn't notice that. But yeah, so I'll probably stick it in like that into the cover, and so when you open it up, you see this gorgeous cover here. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly come on and show you my my new planner that came in, and I can't wait to set it up. And I will do a much better in-depth two-handed look at this when I do like when I show all of the planners and journals and stuff I'm going to be using for this year. Like, so I have this one. I have my this is my I think I briefly showed it yesterday, but it's my oh my god, I'm blinking out my unraveling journal. And yes, I'm going to show you more of that, and I still have to do like start on this section of my Unravel Your Year workbook, and yeah, just a lot of stuff. So yeah, I just have a lot of things that I need to get done. I'm hoping this weekend, since it's Friday now, that I will do a that video that the oh my god, I'm blanking out. That the walkthrough video of all this of the journals and stuff that I'm using. Oh, like my face is so like close to the camera. Yeah, this vlogging stuff, it's new. Like I normally don't do this unless I'm like traveling, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. It is Friday. Happy Friday, friends. I may come back on a little bit later, but I have to get to work right now. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can listen to my one little word um, call today while I'm working. I tend to do that. Like yesterday, I um I put on podcasts. So while I do web work, I do web work. I set up web pages and stuff like that. I put on podcasts. I was listening to Gary V on Stephen Bartlett's podcast, which is Diary of a CEO. I highly recommend that podcast. I watch it on YouTube because I prefer having like a look see at them talking to each other. Love it. Um, Gary V, I do follow him on LinkedIn and stuff like that. He's an entrepreneur and yeah, he's from New York and it's like, well, he's an immigrant, but he was raised here. He's very, very New York, like just the way he speaks and everything. And he's a character and I really enjoyed listening to him on this podcast. But my favorite episode from this podcast, the Stephen Bartlett's podcast, is the one with Jessie J. If you have been through any sort of grief or anything like hard like that, I just listen to that one. That one is so good. I'll be sure to remember to put it a link in the description, but that one is my favorite so far. The Mel B one about fame and stuff like that was really Mel C, Melanie C, Sporty Spice, not Mel B. Mel C one, that one was really good too, but the Jessie J one is legit my favorite. But yeah, I normally just put on something in the background to listen to while I do my work. But today there's a one little word call. So I might just have that lingering in the background if I'm not on any work call myself, and just listen to the ladies talk about their words, right? Because we're all supposed to be picking our words. And I have settled on my word. So my word for this year is heart. That one is going to be my word. I still have to sort out my supporting words. Definitely, it's going to be heal and joy, but I have two other ones that I am debating, and then of course I have to write out my whole little thing. But yeah, anyway, I really need to go to work now. Happy Friday. Good morning. I really hope you're all well, and I'll be back later. Yeah. My cut just stopped cutting. Honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with my Silhouette machine. I am trying to, well, I printed them fine, but I'm trying to kiss cut some month stickers for my one little, like my, not my one little word, my unraveling journal and hopefully my Japanese diary planner, like memory planner, and like I don't know why it stopped cutting. I come over here to my computer and it says cutting was not completed because the connection to the portrait was lost or the job was manually canceled. And I'm just like, is the Bluetooth that bad? Mind you, I have already cut tabs. I've already cut stickers for my my new little A6 planner and everything was fine until I wanted to cut a sheet of like labels and like I'm over here just like should I just restart it? Oh my god. Or should I just like kiss cut like fussy cut the rest of them out when I need them? I think I'm just gonna fussy cut the rest of them out when I need them because this is ridiculous. Mind you, my Silhouette didn't even cut. It cut. I have some tabs that I made. They're in my shop. They're like vintage book pages, and they cut these correctly. But then I have some that are like vintage wallpaper also in my shop, and they cut these completely wrong because some of them are like this, if you can see. I don't know, the lighting is not that great. I have my studio lights on, but Like, look at that. Like, what is that? And it's the same file. I don't know if you can see it better here. You see the white here? It's the same file. The exact same file, except that one is wallpaper and the other one is vintage book pages. I don't understand the exact same file. Um, yeah, it's nighttime. It's Saturday. Hi. I kind of suck at this, but of course it's my first like vlog. Um, so it's gonna be bad. I've already like kind of concluded that. But yeah, I am just trying to get like things prepped because I am planning to show I'm planning to film a video tomorrow on Sunday that is like the planners and journals that I'm going to be using for this year. So I'm trying to get like things set up, especially like for my Japanese diary planner. I have the new, where is it? It's over here. I have the new Daphne's Diary planner that I bought that I was thinking of doing like a memory planner, sort of kind of like how I used I think 2017 I bought the planner and I used it as a memory planner and I love how that turned out. So I was thinking of doing that with this, but like realistically, I've been so bad just in general about taking photographs. Yeah, I don't leave my house. Like COVID, just kind of made me even more of a homebody than I already was. And like I haven't been on a I mean, I went to see my friends so domestically, but you know me, I was always every single year I had a like multiple weeks, multiple month long trip somewhere. Um, and I haven't done that since January 2020. So it's just like I didn't never leave my house. And so I don't take photos like I used to, and I kind of want to change that this year. So I'm just like, I don't know if I want to keep that as a memory planner because I'm just like, I don't do anything. And I'm so out of a practice of like taking photos of like the little things, you know? And so I don't actually know what I'm gonna do with it, but I figured I would set it up this weekend and I wanted those monthly. So I'm just gonna cancel this. Let's see if I can cancel it and take it out. So it seems like some of them, some of them cut and then it died. Oh, the top cut, but like it cut really badly. I mean, I did like a whole, if you can see, it's like a whole page. And so it's like, how many years? One, two, three, four, like 4 years here. And I think 1 year, it looks like 1 year did cut like really, really well. And so I'll probably just use that for this year. And then the rest of them, I guess I can just fussy cut. I can just fussy cut them because it's sticker paper and I would hate to like have to do this over again and then it mess up again because that happens a lot with a silhouette machine. I have the silhouette portrait too. Um, and honestly, I got it at a really good deal and I don't use it very often. I use it to like cut a lot of my printables, and it seems to work well when they're like journaling cards or anything that's squared or like has like corners and like lines. But yeah, just I don't know, lately I try not to kind of pull it out because it's just oh my God. It is such a process. I swear. It's such a process just to get something to cut correctly. And or like sometimes so I have issues sometimes with it cutting wrong, and then sometimes I have issues with it not registering the registration marks, and that's a whole other like deal. Like when it registers and when it cuts perfectly, it's like, "Oh my God, you were in a good mood today." But I think it just yeah. So we're gonna just turn that off and I'm gonna put that away because I don't want to deal with that. I will just fussy cut the rest of these out. But since I have you here, that's my whole like room is just like a hot mess. Today was Saturday. Today was a very good day. I spent the day with my mom and we just kind of went everywhere. We started off in the Bronx because I recently passed my road test, and so just kind of wanted to go back to the Bronx to give my instructor a gift. And here in New York, there's a bakery called Valencia Bakery, and it is legit a staple of any Latino household. It is, they make cakes. They make the most disgusting cakes. I think just they're so bad. But like my childhood, I remember if it's somebody's birthday or if we're like celebrating something or whatever, someone would get a Valencia cake, and the one that my grandmother really liked was the one with the custard in it. But the traditional Valencia cakes are either the custard, like a custard filling, or like a pineapple filling. And like they're like the two most nastiest fillings for like a child. This is very young. Like we kind of like chocolate or vanilla or whatever, but it's like a spongy cake with one of these fillings and so much like cream and frosting on the top, and they you can get it decorated, and it's just so sweet and so disgusting. And I haven't had a Valencia cake since I was like a kid. But in conversation during actually the day that I had my road test, it was me and another student who he took, our instructor took us to the road test. And it's a lot of waiting around for your turn for like a proctor, like a road test person to come. And like you know um, the other student went first. I was going to say kid, we're not kids, we're adults. But the other student went first, and then I went. So it was like a lot of waiting. And like I remember on the drive and like in the car or whatever, we were talking about Valencia cakes. We were talking about like all these different Latino cuisines, pasteles. And the Valencia cake came up too, the coquito, like all this stuff. And we started talking about the Valencia cake, and my instructor was just like, he loves Valencia cake. He's the only one. His wife hates it. His like kids hate it. Like he's the only one who loves a Valencia cake. And his favorite is the pineapple one, which is so gross. Um, and then like he doesn't drink, like my instructor doesn't drink, he doesn't drink alcohol or anything, because we were talking about coquito, and I'm just like, oh yeah, like my uncle makes those, right? And we were talking about pasteles, and I'm like, oh yeah, my aunt makes those. Like my mom doesn't make either one of those. My grandma was the one who made the pasteles, and my my aunt, my mom's younger sister, she's the one that kind of like picked up the tradition of making them during like the holidays and stuff like that. And so we were just talking about that, and it just came up in conversation that his favorite thing was a Valencia cake, and like he's the one who has always has to go and get it because you know nobody nobody likes it but him. And so I ended up passing my road test that day. um and so I was just like, the next day I called him, just like, oh, I passed my road test, blah blah. I had called him the night. So how it is here, I don't know, I don't think this is the same everywhere else in the United States, but in New York now, once you take your road test, you have to wait until 6 p.m. and log on to the DMV website to see if you passed or failed. It used to be that they told you on the spot whether you passed or failed, but of course, as it is, somebody, I guess, failed their road test, and when they learn it on the spot, they basically assaulted their road test instructor, like the proctor. And so now they changed it so that you literally have to wait until after 6 p.m. on the day that you took your road test to log in onto the site to see if you passed. So you don't know if you passed or failed once you leave the road test site. And so like 6:15 or whatever, I went on and I passed, and I called my instructor, but he didn't pick up, and I didn't want to leave a message, and I really didn't want to text, because I was so sure I was gonna fail my first time. This is my first time. And so I called him the previous morning, and he's like, girl, I've been wondering what happened. And then I told him that I passed, and he's like, you know what you have to get me? You have to bring me something, and you know it. And I'm like, yep, I know. I gotta go to Valencia and get Valencia Bakery and get you a pineapple Valencia cake. And he's like, yes, yes. So this is like, I'm filming this on a Saturday. So um, yesterday was Friday. So a week before yesterday is when I passed my road test. And so like before New Year's. Um, And so I went back to work this week, and so I couldn't really go during the week. So I was like, I'll come during the week, and it ended up being Saturday. And so my mom and I went to the Bronx to get a Valencia cake and give it to him, and he was so happy. Cause like I caught him right before he was gonna go do a lesson. I was like, that's his car. You know, right before he was gonna do a lesson with a new student. And I was just like, and I'm like, I got you. He's like, no, you didn't. Oh my God, this is the best day ever. I got him a cake. And then from there, we went downtown because I wanted to go to Daiso. And I found out there was a Daiso on 57th Street on the east side. And so we went down there. It's sort of like, we had to take the train to 59th. We ended up going into Bloomingdale's to use the restroom, and then the Sephora across the street from it. And then we walked to, we spent a lot of time at the Muji because I forgot that there was a Muji down there too. Um, and then we went to Daiso, which was a very tiny Daiso, and I prefer going to Brooklyn to go to the bigger Daiso. Um, we went to Daiso and then we went to Trader Joe's. Like we just kind of did all the shopping and then we came home. But long story short, because I'm sorry, these vlogs, I want to say right now, right here, right now, if this is not your thing, it's just going to be a lot of me talking about my day, my life. Just, I kind of want to share more of like all of like, I don't want you well-rounded. That doesn't seem like the right word, but like just more of the stuff, right? So if this is not your thing, completely skip it, don't watch it. But I kind of wanted to show you what I got at Daiso, and I got like a couple of things from Muji, but this Daiso wasn't that great. But you know, if you're interested in seeing the kind of stuff that I buy for like journaling and mostly journaling now, but like crafting and stuff like that, I was thinking that these vlogs can be like a informal kind of haul, kind of unboxing thing, because I don't really do hauls and unboxings anymore. And so I'll probably just use this vlogging time. You know, I'm trying to be mindful to vlog something every single day. We'll see how well that goes, but I'm probably going to use this vlogging time to share those little things like that. Everything's gonna still be like journaling related or crafting related, but with a little sprinkle of my life and like my everyday stuff. And so I'm doing this handheld again. So these are all gonna be just handheld kind of unboxings and show and tells because it's just really quick and really easy, and I just have my camera here. So yeah, so this is just mostly I got all of it from Daiso. I got like 3 things from Muji, and I guess I'll just point those out when I do. But let me flip you around, and this is going to be much better and much smoother, I think, moving forward. I have a microphone here and I have to flip it around too, and it's not the best. I'm waiting on something like a little gimbal thingy to make it easier, but yeah. Let me move all this because this is all the stuff that I picked up from Muji and Daiso. Let me just show you the Muji stuff because I think most of it is from Daiso. Just washi tape. This is just the plain, like, neutral washi masking tape from Muji. Yeah, I thought it's like the color of like masking, like legit, like regular masking tape. So I never actually bought washi tape from Muji. And so I was just like, oh, they had it there, which I was surprised how well stocked that one was. So I just got it, and then I love these. These are the grid sticky notes, and I have a pack that I think I use maybe 1 or 2 of the notes, but I wanted to use these for my little planner on the front, and I needed 12 for each month, and I didn't have enough, so I bought that. And then I ended up buying one of these B5. They're those notebooks, the ones that have the holes in it to stick into the binder. I was going to buy a ream of paper because they do have the same paper in a ream and not like one of these notebooks. But this is like the bleed proof, high quality Muji paper. And I only bought it because I bought recently from Amazon. I was going to get it from JetPens, but I needed it right away. Paper like this with the holes or whatever, but it was Campus Kikuyo. I think it was Kikuyo. It's whatever this brand is. It's Campus. Yeah, Kikuyo Campus. It was a ream of their paper because it's fountain pen friendly, and I wanted grid paper for my junk journals. You know, that I make my unraveling journals, that I make my little A6 lovely journals. I like writing on grid paper. Grid paper is my absolute favorite. Where is that pack of paper? I have no idea where I put it. Let me see Oh my goodness. Let me see if I find it. It's this paper. This paper right here. Yeah, it's the Kokuyo Campus loose leaf, and it's just grid, and it's for one of those it's for these type of binder notebooks. And I bought it because I wanted grid paper, and I wanted paper that was bleed proof, that was fountain pen friendly, and that I can fold easily in half to make a B6 insert. And so I bought a ream of this, and like a ream of this is like 550, I think. I think it's about 550, and you only get 50 sheets. And it didn't occur to me that I can go to Muji and get a ream of this same exact paper, this paper here. 100 sheets for like whatever it is on Muji is probably like 550, the same price, and you get twice as much. This little notebook was two and change. I think it was like two something, and it's 50 it's 50 sheets. And this is like the high quality Muji paper. I get these notebooks in B6, and the paper is so nice. I haven't tried my fountain pens on it, so I'm just like, you know what? It's only like $2 and change. Let me get a booklet of it and just test out fountain pen inks on it, and I can use these for my junk journals. I don't actually mind the the holes. I think I used some of the campus paper in this, my unraveling journal. I think, let's see. Yeah, I totally did. And I just kind of left I didn't cut them out or anything. I kind of left the holes there, and I kind of like that. It looks very retro. It looks very retro. It looks very vintage, and I like the look of it. And so that's why I bought this. This is it's a B5 size, only because I could fold it in half and make it into B6, and I can cut it down to make it A6 if I need to. And I just like writing on grid. I really like writing on grid, and so I picked that up. And if this works out, I'll end up buying the reams of paper instead of the ones that are in like the 50 sheet ones that are in like a notebook format. But that's all I got at Muji. I didn't get very much at Muji stationery wise. Got some home things for my mom, but that's all I got stationery wise. From Daiso, this Daiso wasn't that great. I went there to look for stickers that they did not have, and so I bought everything else. I bought everything else, and so I think I need to make a trip to Brooklyn. There's a kind of like a little Japanese inspired like mall kind of structure called Industry City, and there's a huge Daiso. This Daiso on 57th Street was very small. There's a huge Daiso there where I got like a bunch of goodies, and I need to go back to get the stickers that I'm looking for. They're planner stickers, but I did pick up this little Campus Kikuyo Campus pad. I don't know what this is for. I just loved the grid. Look how cute that is. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like one of those retro ledger. It's just grid, and I'm just like, this would be really cool for just doing journaling in my journals, and that's why I bought it. And like everything here, everything here at the Daiso was $1.99 USD, which I think is a great deal, especially for like washi tape. These guys, I don't know how well their washi is. I have washi from Daiso, I just haven't used it yet, but these look like the MT solid color tapes. And I don't know if I missed these at the last time I went to Daiso in Brooklyn, or I just kind of like, I don't know, I totally missed them, but they have like every single pastel color. They didn't have this one in the big size, but they had like every single pastel color imaginable, and so I got every single color that I liked. So I have the entire rainbow here of tape, and it's just like that plain colored washi tape. I have a few of the MT ones, and they're great. They're like oh my god, they're such good quality tapes. But they're expensive. I mean, they're not $1.99. They're usually like two and change, and I get them from Jet Pens. So I got all the washi, and then I got this pack of like thin washi tape because I use these in my planner to mark off like vacations and things that go over multiple days. And um, I have some really old ones that I don't know where I got it from, but I'm either running low, or you know how when you have washi tape for a really long time, when you try to peel them off from the roll, it like it sticks to the thing and it breaks. Like that's how some of them are. So it's like, oh, it's time to get rid of those because they're just going bad. Washi tape goes bad. It's like insane. And so I was just like, you know what? I'll just get some of the Muji ones because they have all the colors there too. And then to match that, I found this packet of thread. It's sewing thread. And I normally just use white or like an off-white in my sewing machine. I don't really use colors very much. The only colors I have are like a pink and like a mint green, but I only bought them for like clothing things. Like my friend was helping me make a Dapper Day dress, and so I needed pink thread. And then I had this other thread for a different project, and that I don't use them in like my journaling or anything. I just use white or off-white. But like these are such cute pastel colors that I just for $1.99, I just couldn't give them like I just couldn't walk away without taking a pack. And so I'll probably use this for my journals and stuff. Maybe I'll be brave and start using some like colored threads on my pages and stuff like that. But that was really cute, so I had to get that little pack. And then in that same section, so that's like the craft section, I got this lace. I figured, you know, this is really cute little lace that I can use in my journals as well. And then at Daiso, they usually have like a Disney section, and I was looking for these stickers that honestly I should have bought them the last time I was at Daiso in Brooklyn, and I didn't. I bought everything else but those stickers, and I totally regret them now because they were like little planner stickers. I'm like, oh my god, I should have bought them. They didn't have them at this Muji, but I ended up getting these two little Mickey patches. Thought these would be cute for Disney journals. And then I bought this stack. It's a huge stack of, I think there's 30 cards. They're like little scallop cards. But look how cute they are. It has Pooh and Piglet on it, and they're so cute with like florals and bees and the honey. Oh my god, they're so cute. These will make like really cute journaling spots for like Disney journals. I'm hoping to do a Disney trip. I think my next Disney trip is going to be to Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland opened on April 15th, 19 I think it's like 19 they're celebrating their 40th, I think. Their 40th this year. So 1983, April 15th, 1983 is when Tokyo Disneyland opened. And so they're celebrating their 40th. I believe they're celebrating their 40th this year. Anyway, we share a birthday. I wasn't born in 1983. I was born much later, but my birthday's on April 15th. And so for my birthday next year, because this year it's a little too close to kind of plan this. So my birthday for next year, I want to spend it at Tokyo Disneyland and just celebrate shared birthday. And so that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Is to celebrate. I want to go back to Tokyo Disneyland, period, but I want to go to celebrate our shared birthdays. And so I'm hoping that's my next trip, like my next trip to Disney, to a Disney park next year would be that. And so these would be really cute to like journal on, to have in my little journal, because of course I'm going to keep a Disney journal. I always do either like the last time I went to Disney was in Anaheim, Disneyland Anaheim, and I did an altered book, and it's like the cutest Disney altered journal ever. Oh my god, I love it. And you know, like me and my friend, we kind of dress up and we Disney bound, and that year we did Dapper Day, and so we have tons of like photos, and it was great. I love that project. And like so I always go with my friend Greenie. That's a nickname for her that we have. But I always go with her. And we've done Disney World before. I have another album that I did. It's a scrapbook album. I use a lot of the Fairy Tale Club scrapbooking collections. And that one I did for a trip that we went to Disney World in Orlando, in Florida. So we've only done together Disney World and Disneyland. In 2020, we were supposed to do like a Asia Disney trip. We were going to do Tokyo, we were going to do Hong Kong, and we were going to do Shanghai. And like literally we ended up canceling like in February of 2020 because the parks in Asia closed down because of COVID. And then we all know what happened afterwards. And so we just haven't like replanned that entire trip. And so I decided New Year's Day that I wanted to celebrate my birthday next year at Tokyo Disneyland. And so she's like all for it. We're going to do it. It's totally happening. If my friend says that it's going to happen, that she's like all in, it's going to happen. And so yeah, I'm just kind of collecting little Disney stuff, and Daiso usually has a cup, not a whole lot, but just a couple. So I picked that up because I thought that was really, really cute. And I don't actually have to use that for a Disney journal or anything like that. I can use it for my regular normal journal. There's 30 cards in here of like, this would be really cute if you have like a themed party and you can use these as place cards or something. So many uses out of that. And that's really cool. They had a really cute, like, monthly Winnie the Pooh planner. Oh my god, I don't need any more planners, but it was so cute. And then the last two things I bought were just more grid stuff. And so these are actually, I think they're both sticky notes, except this one I didn't realize what this one was. This one it's perforated, so you can cut it in half here, and it's also perforated here, but that's because this part is sticky and you can paste it down and then fold it over. So you can see it here. I don't know if you can see it. Like you can do like a little tip in, which I thought was like, I didn't know. I didn't really know that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's really cool. Like I thought it was just a grid sticky note that came in two colors, but no, it's like little tip in sticky notes. And I'm like, that's so great for journaling. So I only got one because I noticed that when I got home. I was like, oh, that's really cool though. And then this big giant pad of 100 sheets of just grid. And I think the top part is sticky. I love grid. And so anything that's grid that I can easily just peel, stick into my journal, and have journaling spot in or glue into my journal is amazing. I love grid. So I have a lot of grid, have like a lot of grid sticky notes, a lot of grid paper, and a lot of washi tape. But yeah, this was my little Muji slash Daiso. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to figure out a place for all my washi tape because I destashed like a lot of my stuff like a couple of years ago. I destashed a lot of washi, and I don't know if the lighting's kind of really bad, but I have this. I just have one acrylic now. I gave the other acrylic thing to my friend, and so I think most of it is full. I mean, these are all like washi sample cards, so I can probably get rid of that. And then I have like string embroidery in that. So it's not all washi, but all of this is washi, and all of this I think is washi as well that's filled. So maybe some of them could fit here and I can move these cards. Actually, all of them could fit on that row, so it's not too bad. But I had to limit my washi tape because I had two of those filled. And then I have, you can see I have the bowls, and I have one bowl down there filled with, that's the washi that I gravitate to when I'm journaling. So it's right on my desk, and it's all my favorite floral washis are in there. Yeah, I had to I destashed so much. I destashed so much. Mind you, like I still have like all of this. All of my craft stuff is in this, oops, is in this kind of a desk unit thing. This is a Kallax shelf, the 8 cubed one, and then this is one of the IKEA tabletops, and then one of those IKEA, I don't think they have them anymore, but it was one of the tiered things. And then that basket's from Hobby Lobby. That one is from, I think, Home Goods. I have this tray I bought off of Amazon and painted it white, and then that one was something that I found at Home Goods that was really it was white. It was just really dingy, and I think that's why nobody bought it. And so I just bought it and cleaned it up and then repainted it white, even though it was already white. But I touched it up. So I just have all these things. This little tiered thing that has, well, it has books right now only because they shouldn't be there. But I usually keep my Daphne's Diary stuff on the top. Like, well, all this stuff shouldn't be there. What should be there is just like things that I pull out from or cut out from Daphne's Diary. So I have the papers. I have two of the paper pads too down here from Daphne's Diary. So all of this is Daphne's Diary stuff from the magazines, and then down there are just clip outs from different like fashion magazines and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted something on my desk, so I got this from Amazon. I wanted something on my desk to have those because I'm the type of crafter that if I don't see it, I'm never going to use it. And so things just have to be on my desk. That's why I got this little thing here. So I have like envelopes. These are all tags and word clippings and paint swatches and more tags. These are mostly Nazi Amity Plume printables and some of my little printables, and then some stickers. And I have some girls here that I printed out from Felicity Jane digital kits. And then these are all sticky notes. So most of them are all Planner Society sticky notes. And then these are from Muji. And then I have this little pot here. It's a Winnie the Pooh pot. Or yeah, Eeyore. And it has like writing spots. So I have a bunch of these little journaling cards that are from my shop. That's a Planner Society post-it that I stuck on there. But these plain cards here are from my shop that I print them off on kind of card. And I love using these as little journaling spots. So these are all journaling spots. These are like papers that I ripped off out of a Muji notebook. And I literally just rip the edges and I tip them in. Grid paper that I tip into my journals, some more of my printables. So those are all journaling spots. Then this little pot that I also got at Home Goods. Home Goods is my favorite, especially the kitchen section that have all these little porcelain pots. I love them. Love them. And I use them to store little things. But these are all things that I fussy cut from Daphne's Diary magazines. So I'm trying to use up my magazines. And so that's all Daphne's Diary. That's all Daphne's Diary. And then I have a bunch of scrapbooking stuff in here that I don't really use, like chipboard and puffy stickers. And I think I have more puppies on that one. Washi's there, we all know. I have this little basket that I got as a set from Home Goods. It has, well, I need to sew this, that's why it's in here, but this is just scrap paper. So it's like paper that I have from projects left over, little pieces. I have some packaging in here that I want to turn into pockets, but this is just scrap. So this is where I get little scrap pieces. And then this is all like vellum or neutral paper or grid paper scraps is in this little vellum envelope that I made. And yeah, I tend to do like little snippet stuff. I actually really need to empty this out and just create little snippet. I call them like snippet tags and snippet pockets. I don't think I have any because I just used all of them that I made. But I kind of collage. I don't really have much here, but I kind of collage, use all those little bits and pieces to make little collage elements, and I just haven't had the time to do that. But yeah, I have tons of stuff. I have so much stuff. So much stuff. Fabric. All my big things of fabric are there. And that, like, literally, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that basket, but this basket is just overflowing with fabric. And then I just have wood veneer and beads and little knickknacks up there and just my trims. And I have these little bowls. Some of them have paper clips and most of them have charms. Some waxed thread for my binding, some seam binding there. I have so much stuff. And I don't even want to go through this. I have a lot of stuff, but I'm happy that I consolidated everything into this little unit because it was just literally everywhere. And yeah, so all of my craft stuff is in this little crafty corner of my room. And I just wanted to come on and share what I was up to today or tonight and just kind of give you that little haul from Muji and Daiso, mostly Daiso. And yeah, I'm gonna put away my silhouette machine because it's useless to me right now. And maybe I want to continue setting up my little planner. I will talk about this a little bit more tomorrow when I film a video, but I put it in the Hobonichi cover, but I realized that this planner is not a true A6 size. It's actually smaller. It's 5 centimeters shorter and 5 centimeters thinner than a Hobonichi. So it's not a true A6 size. It's smaller, which totally makes sense why I found the monthly to be smaller because it is smaller. The grid size is the same. The grid is the same as the Hobonichi, but the journal itself, the whole planner itself is smaller. It's like 5 centimeters smaller all around. So yeah, that was kind of like, so even my pretty Aristocats writing board doesn't really fit in it because it's too big because it's 5 centimeters shorter on the side and on the top. The notebook, not the writing board. So I'm glad that the planner came with the writing board. But yeah, I have it in here and it's super chunky. So I'm thinking I may want to get a cover, either make my own cover or use one of my Foxy Fixes that are a bit wider, or get a 5-year cover for this planner, but I was slowly setting up the first month, and so I think I might finish doing that so I have something to share when I do a share of all of my journals. And then I still need to finish writing in my, what's that called? My Unravel Your Year workbook from Susanna Conway. I have my words. I got my words. I have my words. I know what my word of the year is going to be. It's going to be heart, which I think I mentioned before, but I've settled on heart and I have my supporting words. And I attended the first One Little Word Zoom call, which was amazing. And yeah, so I have my word, but I have to fill out the rest of, I don't have to, but it's like a thing that I do, right? So I feel like I need to do it. And plus, it always helps me kind of streamline my intentions and like my goals and stuff like that for the year. So it'll be really helpful to do. But yeah, so I kind of want to continue that. I have only a few pages left to kind of journal out and stuff like that. So I kind of want to do that. So I might do that tonight and get that done with, because I do want to do my first entry in my unraveling journal. And that is basically setting up my one little word and the definition of it and all the things that I do in that. And so hopefully I can get to do that as a process video, because I know I have not done a process video in such a long time. It's a mixture of me not having the motivation to do one when I do have time, and then me just not having time at all to do one. And so I have a lot of journal flip throughs coming. There's a lot of them that I filmed that are coming. At least I already shared one, and then I have 4 more that are coming. So a lot of journal, like chatty journal flip throughs, but I really do need to put up a process video. So hopefully tomorrow. I'm doing absolutely nothing tomorrow. I'm staying home. I'm not going anywhere. And so hopefully I can get like the journals that I'm using for this year video filmed, and maybe a process video. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that is me for tonight. I am going to go sit back on my computer and, oh, at my computer desk here, and journal up the rest of my Unravel Your Year stuff. And then I might just go to like sit in my bed with my iPad and watch the next episode of Willow. I don't know if anybody's like into that, but I love the movie. And actually the show on Disney Plus is really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. And so I think there's a new episode that I think the 5th episode came out and I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if another one came out after that, but I know I watched up to 1 through 4, and I know there's another episode. So I might just sit down and watch that. And if that's all I have and I still want to watch stuff, I have all of season 3. I think it's season 3. Season 3 of Emily in Paris to watch. I was supposed to watch it when I was off last week, but I was never home. I was just doing like a intensive driving lesson thing that whole week. So I really didn't have time to like just sit down and binge that. But I love Emily in Paris. How many of you love Emily in Paris? Absolutely. I love Lily Collins. Like I've just seen everything that she's in. I love her to bits. I think she's fantastic. And so I love Emily in Paris. It's like right up my alley right there. And I have all of season 3 to watch, so I may get to that today. I may even watch it tomorrow too. Come on. Like we'll see what happens tomorrow. I really want to film, and filming takes a lot of time to do. So we'll see. We'll see how much I get done, but I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited to get back into video making and just kind of having YouTube. Like, I'm not excited about editing this vlog, to be quite honest. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be so bad. But I knew that if any time that I wanted to do an actual vlog, the first one was just going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I'm not going to like it, but that's how you kind of learn what you like, and like learn like just kind of what you do, and that's how you learn, right? The first one is always bad. Like if I look back at my first like tabletop view video of me showing a planner, because that was my first video, it was like a planner share or whatever. It was terrible. It was so bad. I mean, I don't think I've gotten better at doing that sort of thing. Like I care about quality of my videos, definitely, but when you're crafting, I think most people just want to see the process. I don't think they care about flashy videos and vlogs and stuff like that. They're nice, but like I just want to see people crafting and sharing and stuff like that. So I know this is gonna be bad. Let me just stop saying that it's gonna be bad, but I am excited. I'm excited to get back to making videos and sharing videos, and I hope you enjoy this new thing, this new vlog thing. I'm just trying it out. Trying it out just like I'm trying out the Discord server. Again, I think I mentioned it the previous day, but I'll leave a link. The link is always in the description. Discord server. If you're on Discord and you like what I share and like what I talk about, I set up a Discord server all about journaling and art journaling and my unraveling process. So like if you're into personal growth, self-discovery, astrology, just like personality types, all that kind of stuff, and using that to journal about yourself, using those like psychology and all that stuff to journal about yourself and learn about yourself. That's what my unraveling process is all about. And so I have a Discord server where we can talk, we can share, we can enable people to buy things and all the things. There's only 2 people in there so far, me and Lydia from February and June, but I'm still in the process of setting it up basically as I'm making this. So feel free to join. Feel free to begin conversations because I've just been setting up channels in it, and I think I have like 2 posts there, but I'm just kind of gathering all the stuff that I want to be in it. I absolutely suck at cultivating community that way, so hopefully if you join, you're very good at starting conversations and being involved and stuff like that. But yeah, hang out with me there. I'm just gonna see how it goes. It might not go anywhere, but I'm excited about it. Um, and yeah, I think that's all for today. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, this video is totally going up on Monday, so I will see you then. You can see all of this mess then. So yeah, bye for today. Have a good night. Hopefully your Saturday is going amazing.